So they'll be calling you a radical. So some of our worst fears are starting to show up in Oregon, NoCal, which I knew that it would. People burned to death in their homes. George in the Willamette Valley has been found dead. You know, one of the most pristine, old growth, incredible places on earth. Burned. Now the Redwoods, I was just at Big Sur right before the fires burned through there again. Well, they can handle these fast fires. But what's coming off Fukushima, can they handle? They're starting to struggle. They're starting to fight. They're starting to die. So, will we ever know the number of dead in Oregon? No. I'll tell you why. Because a lot of the so-called throwaways of society, which this fucked up obey consume culture in the Western United States has created, decent people who something happens, a flaw, a chink in the armor, the credit scoring agencies, that sham, they block people from even renting a house because they have a medical bill. You know, oh, I'm one of them. I was a millionaire. I got cancer. I forked over almost $900,000 to get in the bone marrow in cash. Forked it over, which, by the way, would be $10 million today because it was all stocks. It was Apple. It was Tesla. Play back the tape. It's right here. So the ongoing, even if you are insured, you get sick. These bills are so gigantic. 10% copay, 20% copay. You can't pay them. And the lingering conditions from treatment, especially cancer victims. My aortic valve wore out. You know, I was born with a heart murmur. It went. We got that paid. But then the gallbladder ruptured. Which, by the way, I was due for gallbladder surgery. The day before I was to go into surgery, Mike Lee kicked me out Medicaid. While I'm in the bone. Delicate surgery. Why? Because my platelet counts were so low. From the treatment, my platelet count stayed low, 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 low. It's a miracle I'm alive. But we get compromised. So we don't have any money. I got kicked out of the bone marrow transplant center because I ran out of money. They'll tell you down there, and Vincent Hansen and all of them, he's the greatest. At LDS, he saved my life. He'll treat me. Fimbo Peterson and crew saved me at LDS East State. They're like, Kevin, 3 rounds of chemo, they were going to do 5, they're going to bone marrow transplant me. And they're like, they didn't. We're trying to watch you. And so they babysitted me, and I was in there off and on for 4 years. It was like my home. When your home shows up as your Facebook page as an acute bone marrow transplant center, then all of a sudden I'm kicked off. My doctor went crazy. Huntsman went crazy. The old man, senior. He says, Mike Lee's sending back our own money to make a political idealistic stand. So they cut me loose. I had no safety net. I kept going to die. I went to this Michael Hawkins here in Ogden Medical Register. It's my heart. Go see your dentist. I ran the test. One of the nurses was in there who was one of my bone marrow. She says, no. That Kevin's, he's a ML, acute, multiple myeloma, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma guy. I collapsed right here in the yard. I don't know how the fuck I didn't die. Emergency open heart surgery. All the nuclear cartel, the nuclear industry. So Europe's out with a great study. Finally talking about what a sham. Clean, cheap to murder. Nuclear energy is the greatest sham in human history. Nuclear energy, nuclear bomb. It's all roads are evil, lead to Los Alamos. Birds flying out of the sky. Well, let's see. They're retesting weapons. Not to mention, it's been widely reported at Los Al that they're bringing the MOX fuel there. They're coming out and admitting, I reported that 3-4 years ago. Now they're coming out and telling you.